yara nyilla domoro kadiate
boy janno CK's restaurant
e sa nakko be ninna dimbal nimba domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kende ma bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de te ka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo pendin lo dunya kono domoro betama nyillom international o toda number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
esa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nakko sa futandin
oto sa nakko be mu CK's restaurant
dafa nan janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
In communication, connectivity is everything. We ensure that the links never sleep. Quantities and qualities, all in our data service, providing efficient, reliable voice and data service. We believe if you're not up to speed, then you're going backwards. Communications have to flow as fast as the speed of light. Whatever business you're in, having someone who understands your needs is critical. That is why we just don't offer you technology, we offer you solutions. Enjoy Gamcel's internet broadband anytime, anywhere. Your national operator, Gamcel, Yaibaram.
All right.
Honey, did you remind him that the last time he sent the money, it was not enough to buy all the provisions?
Oh, sorry, I forgot to tell him.
Are you guys talking about money transfer to buy provisions?
Yes.
But don't you know about Baluwo?
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 What is Baluwo?
Baluwo is a service that your son can use to send provisions directly to you guys from the shop. And you don't have to worry about the exchange rate.
Tell me how Baluwo works.
It's very simple.
Just log on to baluwo.com and shop, or download the app on your phone. You can shop on the website or using the app to buy online basic products for your family and friends. With Baluwo, you decide what your money is spent on. Your money, your choice. Buy online products for your family and friends in the Gambia, Senegal, Nigeria or Mali. Baluwo, better than sending money.
Are you thinking of owning your dream homes? EJ Investment is here for you. Secure our quality bungalows with 2, 3 or 4 bedrooms, or our story buildings 3 or 4 to 5 bedrooms at very affordable prices with flexible payment plans at our Sanyang Seaview Estate, where you can enjoy the cool breeze with modern infrastructure such as tar roads, covered drainage system, modern electrification with street lights, gated entrance with security posts, and social amenities such as gas station, shopping mall, medical clinic, park, schools, children daycare, and a lot more. Our dedicated team of professionals will keep the estate clean at all times, provide security and patrol team within the estate premises, install latest technologies such as CCTV, Wi-Fi, home network installation, solar panel, and power backup system. Also, check out for our additional home facilities and interior design service such as premium tiling, wall plaster, home landscape, fingerprint home lock, and a lot more. Visit our office at Senegambia Kololi Highway and get a free site visit tour, or contact us on 4464-838. WhatsApp us on 3259220. Or you can visit our Facebook page or Instagram on EJ Investments. EJ Investments, we are first in properties.
I get it. Albaka.
Mbaka important.
Yo, nga transfer la sto.
Ya transfer la sto.
Ha, code nyingi.
Okay. What's that? Nsila ID soto.
Sorry. I get it.
Bijan bro.
Albaka.
Mbaka.
Bara alla service o tariaka.
Mbale.
Mo ki janna nun kunu bara tariaka.
Jannom yona forest de bureau. Gambia tonkon na no mbali ya bere. Birim koyna fo kato.
Bari si kodo kino kato ni fo bolong blabe.
56 branches mola soto Gambia jam.
Ha?
Gambia kono ani Gambia bantala bankol. Nko kodo kiya bere. Kodo sifa fo falindiro fo nyaadi lafta memmen na kodi topoto ni kodi maraw. Jannam number 1 ti nyonta. Andum fana nata anoda enterprise sotale. Wolam nyindi ko domorol fana kol fana be firale le dadi ma ni domorol ni fana beteat. Gambia dawda yalo ngam fa kendol sotale je.
Wo mo yo diat ha.
Apelenta
ni wo ka ni na lafta nyelen kendo le bina.
Yalo bu kanyi la ko la baraka ba.
Yalo ndel chosano lo.
Abaraka.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you apply for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
Yara ñilla domoro ka diatel.
Boy, jannon CK's restaurant
sa na ko be ni na dimbal nimbe domoro kala janno
domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kende ma bije luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni adi manda wala de teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa e ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery iko fanan be kalele badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo pendin lon dunia kono domoro betama nyillom international o toda number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
esa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa na ko sa futandin
oto sa na ko be mu CK's restaurant
ndafa na janna mu yat ni manje dorom bija
aban
CK's restaurant, known for
good morning everyone, and welcome back to the public hearings of the TRRC. Sorry for the late start. We're working on some logistics, and I think we have everything under control now. Imam, you have the floor if you can offer some prayers, please.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين فلله الحمد رب السماوات ورب الأرض رب العالمين وله الكبرياء في السماوات والأرض وهو عزيز الحكيم ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Amen. Shukran, Imam Jalal. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God Jehovah, the I am that I am, the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, the Creator of all humankind throughout the whole world. In you, all human beings live, move, and have our being. You are the one who sustains all life. And so we give you the praise, the honor, the might and the majesty, and the adoration and glory. We thank you for the TRRC, and we continue to commit all the witnesses that will come before us today. Pray that you will grant them the boldness to be able to speak the truth. Grant the commission the discerning spirit to discern between truth and falsehood. Grant the Gambian populace and all those that are in the diaspora the patience to be able to see through the due process of these sittings. And you, the just judge, will reward each and everyone accordingly. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop Odiko. In 1999, the General Assembly of the United Nations, designated by its resolution 3054/134, designated 25th of November as International Day for the Elimination of Violence Against Women. It has now become tradition to observe that day over a 16-day period, which started yesterday. We will have Commissioner Jones speak on this observance day on behalf of the Commission. Commissioner Jones, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. I'll be reading the statement on behalf of the Commission. November 25th is celebrated annually around the world as a day to recognize women's plight and challenges, especially as it relates to sexual and gender-based violence. The violation of women in the homes, schools, workplaces, religious spaces, communities, streets, and others cannot be overlooked, overemphasized, or ignored. In the year 2020, along with the various challenges already faced by women, COVID-19 has had devastating social and economic consequences on women and girls all around the world. It has further proven the need to empower, take stock, and prevent reoccurrences of these violations. This year's global theme, Orange the World, Fund, Respond, Prevent, Collect, is amplifying the call for global action to bridge funding gaps, ensure essential services for survivors of violence during the COVID-19 crisis, focus on prevention and collection of data that can improve life-saving services for women and girls. Beyond COVID-19, however, there should be sufficient funding for women empowerment initiatives along with equal pay for women, quick response to victims and survivors of sexual and gender-based violence, prevention of all forms of violence against women in all spaces, and collecting and storing of disaggregated data on different forms of violence against women to inform policies and programs. We welcome the creation of the 24-hour toll-free gender-based violence hotline in the Gambia, a partnership between the Ministry of Women, Children and Social Welfare and Paradise Foundation as a first step to curbing this crisis. Notwithstanding, we call on women and girls to make use of this service should need be by calling the number 1313. The TRRC once again commits its resolve to continue to thoroughly investigate issues of sexual and gender-based violence as part of our mandate to create a historic and impartial record of human rights violations that occurred in the Gambia between July 1994 and January 2017. As of today, we have heard testimonies from 65 women and 10 sexual and gender-based violence survivors. In order to be able to fully establish the extent and scope of violations against women, we reiterate the need for victims to share their stories with us. We reassure you that the TRRC is a safe space and utmost respect and confidentiality is assured and guaranteed for everyone. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you, Commissioner Jones, for those remarks on behalf of the Commission. Commissioner Jones is the chairperson of the Committee on Child Protection and Gender Issues, and it is a subsidiary body of the Commission. Council, if we are ready with this morning's witness, please proceed to bring him in.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, and members of the audience. May I ask that the witness be brought in, please? Thank you. I, Lamin Bo Baaji.
I, Lamin Bo Baaji.
Do swear that.
Do swear that.
I'll speak the truth.
I will speak the truth.
The whole truth.
The whole truth.
And nothing but the truth.
Nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
Help me Allah.
You may be seated, please.
Thank you.
Mr. Baaji, welcome to the TRRC.
Mr. Baaji, Bismillah TRRC. Thank you, very much.
I know that you are fluent in the English language. But we have agreed that you would speak in the Mandinka language. So you should allow for the interpretation between what I say in English and what the interpreter says to you in Mandinka.
to dalilo kan isila mo ni karo la ni tubabu kan wala ani yela moy janni be jabiro kala yela moy kan nasor la janni aba kan nasor la.
Because you understand English very well, there would be the temptation that you would start answering even before you hear the interpretation.
Ko nin kamala ko tumala men ba ye tubabu kan ya faham la senati ma ni karo do ni na te kan be koronto la pour que jabi wa retela ila moy la ni kan nasor la.
So I encourage you to listen first to the Mandinka interpretation before you respond.
Rabe hamen la nyin nako isi la moy ni kan nasor la membe kan nasor lo ke kan mandinga wala ko mala janni be jabiro kala.
You should also allow for 3 seconds at least between your speech and that of the interpreter so that your speeches would not overlap.
Andu isi la moy fana second sabala do ammen do yata warando min siara do manding janni be jabiro kala kan nasor la kan ni karo la.
I hope that is understood.
Njikita wasene atela.
Yes, I understand.
Mr. Baaji, you have just taken an oath to speak the truth.
Mr. Baaji ye kalota sain andu wala mindi ko be to nyale fala.
As a matter of procedure, I would just inform you that it is a criminal offense to lie under oath in this country.
Comme ko be la ranja nyame wala mindi ko ni kalota ibina sedan ro dila nyimban kun kan janina na faniya vo mu kulat mi alon ko luwati nyalam.
It is also a violation of the TRRC Act to provide false information to the Commission.
Anin kabi fanan TRRC fanan na fanna la nyim fanan mu luwati nyal de pour ka kuma ko me alon ko kuma soto balo wala TRRC nyati le mola jam.
Do you understand?
Kita ko yenna fo nyini kuma ka on nya fahamle.
Akalam tale. I understand.
Before I start, I would want to inform you about the topics we would discuss.
Nimba damu tala kachani mbela flaka wala dalu flembe men kachala ni siyo to jambi.
Briefly, we would discuss your background and biographical information.
Follow la men wala ita fanga kunu la kibaro di ita la mjumati kontong iwulu da minto la ni desiri minto le.
And his biographical information that deals with his employment and his progression in his career.
Ko la biographical information wala minti ko ibe do ko la minto le andu muna mo la do ko ti mo ne karang.
We would also discuss the time in the army when you were first exposed to the work of the NIA when you took some Kambai to the NIA.
Ila do ko fana so jira wi to nyin kono anni wato men fana ye ko ni lankena ma ke samba NIA anin ye samba sam Kambai.
Then we would talk about your redeployment to the NIA as Director General.
Dumbe kachala fana wato men ye samba NIA ke samba je do ko la pour que coordinate yutije.
We would talk about the working arrangements that you sought to put in place at the NIA.
Kachala fana fanna la ye do ko bulul mel landi pour yemel landi no membe kala no NIA jeto itala fanna la.
We would discuss at least one of the problems you encountered at the NIA, that is the issue of Lamin Kabu.
Andu be kachala fana ko le me alon ko ye ko la ko men sodoji andu ngasudita men wala ka me Lamin Kabu.
We would also talk about your redeployment or your removal from the NIA and redeployed to the military headquarters.
Andu kajala fanan ko la wala mindi kabri ye bondi NIA narne murundi sojar kundaro do ko la kotanke.
Your subsequent arrest
ani narne muta kotanke
and interrogation
inarne nyininka
that took place at the NIA. Your accusation as a coupist in 2009 together with Langtombong Tamba and several others. Your incarceration, that is your imprisonment, and the efforts that were made to secure your pardon or clemency.
Anin katakul men fanan ferata fo inada na ganye inada ne bula yamfate ye bula.
Your subsequent release from prison.
And
your efforts to secure reinstatement with the Gambia government.
And
the final decision of the government reinstating you but not paying you salaries and so forth.
And in Katakuma Sakunda Natana Murundi Dogola Nyam and Bari Ila Jul Minyan Najola Imana Ojo.
Mafoko Jul Minyan Najola. I am saying that salaries he claimed which were not paid.
Ila Jul Minyan Najola and Imane Jo.
I Jul Minu Kanin Bari Imana Jo.
I think that is more precise. Thank you very much. Sometimes it is important that we get these things right, because otherwise it conveys an impression that is not there. Sorry for being pedantic, but we just have to address those issues. So, Mr. Baaji, are you good to go? Thank you very much.
Yes, I'm ready.
Yes, Mr. Baaji. What are your full names?
Tony Kontodum.
Lamin Bo Baaji. My name's Lamin Bo Baaji.
I see in your documentation that your Baaji is spelled differently. Reminds me very well of Kekotomane, who used to spell our names very differently. This one is B-A-A-J-I, correct?
Spell B-A-A-J-I.
Yes. And you were born on 20 January 1964, correct?
January 1964.
And you were born in Talinding Kunjang.
And Talinding Kunjang.
Yes.
That is in Kanifing Municipal Council.
Kanifing Municipal Council, Kanifing Tundoka.
Yes. And you are married with 3 children.
And on this footwork.
Yes. I am doing it this way so that we can move very quickly. Tell us about your schooling.
I started at the Serakunda Primary School
1973 to 79.
From 1973 to 1979.
And then, where did you go to after that?
Pakalindi Secondary Technical School.
I went to Pakalindi Secondary Technical School.
79 to 83.
From 1979 to 1983.
And then?
Tata Muslim High School.
Then I went to the Muslim High School.
83 to 86.
From 1983 to 1986.
And what certificate did you attain at Gambia Muslim High School?
Gambia Muslim High School, you certificate
GCE O level.
I got the GCE O level certificate.
And what did you do after your O levels?
O level bang makamo landi kandang nyimba yemeke.
Kabingana O level bang joined the armed forces.
After completing my O level, then I joined the armed forces.
Which year?
Sanjuma.
1987. January 1987.
January 1987.
When did you finish your training?
Yela karong ning bang watu jumala sojar karong.
Ngabang kariworo kabring joined.
I completed my training at the end of 6 months after I joined the army.
Is it correct to say that when you finished, you were first posted at the infantry unit at Yundum Barracks? C Company?
Infantry Battalion Yundum Barracks C Company.
Yes.
And in 1988, you moved to the Senegambia Confederal Battalion.
1988 sankono inatana saum kata Senegambia Confederation Battalion okoro.
Confederal Battalion.
Federal Battalion okoro.
Yes.
And of course, during your stay in the army, you have moved about quite a bit.
andum to nyala nyindi bo wato mene ibele wato kono sojare kundaro isaunda bakele kata dingira kabo dingira kata dingira.
I am going to use your statement to just get you to confirm the deployments you have had.
Silam
your stay with the army.
Ndamuna fanna inila kumakangol la men safe pour que la ko nyin la sojare wicho nyin kono ila nyaro tal solo nyame ngakare.
After your deployment with the Senegambia Confederal Battalion in 1990, you were deployed to Liberia with ECOMOG.
Gabriela sojari karang bang Senegambia Confederal Army yesamba Liberia.
Yes. With ECOMOG.
ECOMOG koto.
And from 1991 to 1992, you commenced your career as an intelligence officer stationed at the Yundum Barracks, correct?
From 1991 kada 1992 yela londi karonke wala mkulo mara bundade sojar kundaro and ibe yo ke dame do wolto Yundum Barracks.
Yes. And well, since then you have worked on or as an intelligence officer with some intermittent deployments in other places.
Kabro wato la fo itarta wolto katara be kullu sojaro la fanna la kullu maranya la andu itarta jele ike soundi dingira de watini watila.
For instance,
yes,
you worked at the State Guards Battalion from 1995 to 2002.
Misal fe ina yedu ko ke State Guard mansakunda la mansala korda bar 1995 kada for
2002.
2002.
Yes. And also from 2004 to 2005 you were deployed with UNAMSIL in Sierra Leone.
2004 kata 2005 na yesamba do ko la UNAMSIL koto kata kare sabatondola Sierra Leone bango ka.
Yes. And in 2005 to 2008 you were Director of Military Intelligence and Security.
2005 kata 2008 ita kita nyaton ko temmo kulo maranya do sojar kundaro Director of Intelligence.
Yes. And that is with the Gambia National Army, correct?
Gambia National Army
or Gambia Armed Forces.
Gambia Armed Forces la koto.
Yes. And in August 2008 to August 2009, you were appointed as Director General of the National Intelligence Agency.
August 2008 kata 2009 yeke Director General di National Intelligence Agency welem korda TOT meb marla NIA la.
Yes. But in between all this period, you have done several courses in intelligence and also in VIP protection.
And ni wicho ni be kono ye karonke fanna la membe intelligence di wala kullo maranyadi aning kamo kumal ke be tangala nyami wo fanankele.
Yes. Thank you very much. So now let's go into the details, into the reasons why you are here to testify.
Tell
us about the first encounter you have had with the NIA when you had reason to escort someone to the NIA headquarters in Banjul.
Kuma fonye ini NIA la nyo sotolo waro mena yesi lo soto pour ka mo dandankas kata NIA.
Ma kibaro soto min botana alfama.
I got information which came from a senior person.
Min kata defense chief of defense staff ti.
Which was the chief of defense staff.
Who was this at that time?
Lieutenant General Lantom Bontamba.
It was Lieutenant General Lantom Bontamba.
And this must have been in 2007 or thereabout.
Mbegala 2007 ading min katawo nyatola.
Yes.
Proceed, please.
Nata fonye ko nse Sam Kambai abibola na farafenye na natansa escort to NIA headquarters.
He told me that Sam Kambai is coming from Farafenye, and if he arrives here, let me escort him to the NIA headquarters.
Abra nata afutata nata adanda wale nyama NIA headquarters.
When he arrived, that's the way I escorted him to the NIA headquarters.
And who was this Sam Kambai?
Sam Kambai.
Sam Kambai mu sergeant waletino.
Sam Kambai was a sergeant.
In which force?
Fanaju matango bunda be dokola mintola.
Abe second battalion neno.
He was in the 2nd battalion.
By that you mean he was a member of the Gambia Armed Forces?
Wala koto mina wala mindiko mola mada mena ko dokola Gambia Armed Forces koto.
Yes.
Proceed, please.
And then
I escorted him there.
Were you told in advance what Sam Kambai did?
Sam Kambai
Hani?
No.
So yours was just to escort him to the NIA?
Yes.
Were you given instructions as to where to take him at the NIA?
Yes.
Where were you told to take him?
DG NIA.
I was supposed to take him to the DG at the NIA.
And tell us what, did you take him?
Yes, I escorted him there.
So tell us what happened when you arrived at the NIA.
When we reached the reception, I informed them that I wanted to see the DG.
When you took Sam Kambai, was he free or was he restrained in any way?
Sam Kambai iba sambala. Aba fambulle bang waranto fa abe de tole kono mara fa abe sidi na waranto wa nyanyongol bang.
Aba fambulle? Yes, he was free at that time.
Proceed, please.
And then
Samba DG ya inadi amuta.
Then they talked to the DG.
Then inatani Sam Kambai be sambanyola kataji.
Then they escorted both of us, myself and Sam Kambai, to the DG. When we reached his office,
Sam Kambai anyanta appear panel.
They told me that Sam Kambai should appear in front of a panel.
At this stage, do you recall who was the DG?
Intendant or what all? For yala na jumala mu that you DJ ba?
Hanim malong because man dalinungala.
No, I don't know because I was not acquainted with the person at that time.
Okay, let me read you out the list of DGs at the NIA during the relevant period.
Batunga ni mol tol karaye men yalon ko e duni mi na keta nyaton ko di NIA ji o watolla o jamano la.
Okay. March 2006 to October 2006.
March karo 2006 kata October karo 2006
was Harry P.F. Sambu.
Mola mi ka me Harry P.F. Sambu.
And then Pamudu Jallo was in November 2006.
Kita nyaton ko je November karo 2006 sangala kono.
Then Captain Malamin Jaju was 13 December
karo tiltang anin saba
to sometime to June 2008.
Kata June karo 2008.
And then you have Benedict Mendy.
And yena Benedict Jamme soto.
June 2008
June karo 2008 sango
to August 2008.
Kata August karo kono 2008.
And you took over from Benedict.
And we did not na Benedict lel palasota.
Okay. And you happen to have served as Director of Military Intelligence and Security in 2005 to 2008.
It is the Director of the Military and Intelligence in 2005 to 2008.
Did I name the Director General of the NIA who was there at the time?
Ngai mol men to fote fonga moto zoro jere mga men fo me alon ko ay Director General yake o wato la bang.
Ha, yes.
Who was it?
Jumala o mari dengan men to fote.
Nga ajiki ko asekeno hakilo be mindi na wolang asekeno pajal noti.
Well, what I thought I thought is that it could be Pajalo.
Thank you very much. Okay, so you were asked to go to a panel.
Can
you tell us what happened when you went there?
When we arrived there, I was informed that Sam should face a panel.
Ya ye modi na jel to miya samba kata panelo wali.
They gave me somebody who should take him to that panel.
Where was the panel located?
Abe NIA headquarters jele.
It was at the NIA headquarters there.
Where in particular?
It's in a story building upstairs.
Thank you very much. When you went to the panel, tell us what you found.
NIA officers will do tarajele.
I found some NIA officers there.
But police will find
But there were some police officers too.
And do you remember any one of them?
Yes.
Alaji Moore tarajele.
I found Alaji Moore there.
Alaji Moore, do you know his real name?
Alaji Moore, we are to follow Naba.
Idrissa Diop. His name is Idrissa Diop.
Who else did you find there?
Jallo tarajele.
I found Jallo there.
Which Jallo?
Jallo Jumakili.
My first name, I remember.
I can remember Jallo's first name.
And who else?
Ninjuma killing?
Dul Molo.
I don't know the others.
Were there other NIA officers apart from Alaji Moore and Jallo?
Oh, NIA do kula kota mo benu maberin jela ba ning abota Alaji Moore aning Jallo kontonyi.
Don't be jele.
Yeah, there were other people.
But you don't know their names?
Rene told long.
I remember.
No, I can't remember.
So what happened there?
Okay, kabinga Sambaji.
When I took Sam to that panel,
Mfutata.
When we arrived at the place,
Cindy.
They told him to sit down.
The final seat.
I also sat down. I sat down on the reason that
Sam abotana armed forces.
That Sam came from the armed forces. Come and answer to the call of the NIA. Before leaving the place, I wanted to know the reason why Sam was brought to that place. Well, they asked him his name, surname, his residence, and where he came from.
In Atafoko, time or tatale.
And then they said that time has gone.
So it's a suspend for Asamu.
So we are going to suspend until the following day.
Who was the head of this panel? As far as you know?
I think how I saw things, it could have been Idrissa Diop, Alaji Moore.
Why do you think so?
Because command
because he was the guy giving the commands.
So the panel was suspended till the next day. Kindly tell us what you did the next day.
Well, when they said that the panel was going to be suspended till the following day, then Alaji Moore told me that Sam cannot go, he is going to remain here.
What did you understand that to mean?
itela fa mroro ila okoro munati ite to efe
itela jero to ya detained.
Well, according to my observation, that is detention. He's detained.
And what did you do as a result?
Yemuneke ko odalilo kam.
Kabinga ko ya detained.
When I realized that he has been detained,
I suspect ko maybe imal na finnaita perhaps ya mutako mba nyamendila wala mbe kumule fola wala mba kansula kakuma fale mi yalo ko asa fantankano.
Well, I think the reason for that is they didn't want me to go with him because they thought that I might talk to him, try to advise him so that he will be able to defend himself, so that I will tell him things that he will use when they start questioning him so that he can defend himself on whatever they ask him.
You would agree with me that with this you are only speculating.
Ibe sonna mala nyinna ko okuma kan ibe fanno kun ibe fan kun sun kunna mirol dona diga moje
minna mirol la ntela jero.
Yes, that's my own thought.
Okay, proceed please.
And then
inata foko osamu somanda.
Then the following day in the morning,
iba nyinin kala.
They said they will question him.
Osamu somanda wato min fo are talam kononto nimma nyina talam kononto wala talam tamafa.
The following day, if I remember properly, it's from 9 or around 10 o'clock.
But not 30 minutes before Wato.
But I came there 30 minutes before the time. I arrived there. I climbed the stairs and went into the hall. I found Sam sitting down there. I was very, very unhappy.
Why?
Yeah, Sabu.
Well, the way I saw him, because I brought Sam there, the way he arrived there, and when I came the following morning, the way I saw him were quite different.
Kindly tell us what you saw that made you arrive at that conclusion.
Sidang afanyam bang mune ya Sabu ifurata kumfaro
mune leje
yo mune je men nana na kumfaro nyingule sonno mokono
ngaje Sam balobe nyami.
The way Sam's body was, how I saw it,
kamunu fe momi lipa.
It looked like somebody who was beaten.
Adu liparo ni I marke ka balokan.
And the beating made marks on his body.
Did it appear to be very serious beating or just reasonable chastisement?
Fo amunde fele ko lipare sangara ni mole kala fo amunde fele dum lipare ndindro yole ka mari ala
nte liparo fo in general wole fo intimi.
The beating itself is what pained me.
Just answer my question.
Did
it appear to be very serious beating?
Fo amunde fele ko lipare sangara ni mole kala bang
ngalo ka bi dimi wala kono ay liparo dimintal.
I know that it was, he was in pain because that means that the beating was very serious.
What did you see on his body which suggested to you that the beating was serious?
I
didn't say Marco.
I saw marks on his body.
What type of marks?
Well, these were marks of where he was beaten.
Did you see any injuries on him?
Because busaroni I marke okijele.
Yes, because the beating left marks on his body.
Did it leave any lacerations?
Yes.
And did you see any blood on him? Or did he look bloody?
Yes, there were blood, some bits of blood on his body, but what one can recognize was that some parts of his body were swollen and some parts were bruised and so on.
To call it by its proper name, it appeared to you that he may have been tortured.
Kumandi ka ko kumandi afa tola wala mindi ko amunde fere ko ya legal. Ya tocho ya tajiriya.
Yeah, totally, huh?
Yes, he was tortured. I agree to that.
And how did you feel when you saw this?
Because
I became very unhappy because it looked to me that it was done to me myself.
And as a result, did you say or do anything?
They themselves knew that this thing has really pained me. Because I didn't think somebody who is serving in uniform will be treated like that.
How did you react? Did you say anything? Did you do anything?
Yes.
Tell us.
I questioned.
Who did you ask? And what did you ask?
The man who is leading the whole thing.
Tell us who you spoke to and what you said.
I asked Alaji Moor and said, what has happened?
And by Alaji Moor, you are referring to Idrissa Job?
Alaji Moor walam Idrissa Job. Yes.
And then?
What
did you ask him?
I asked him, what caused this?
Did he respond at all?
Huh?
What did he say?
The fucking people to milk weapon and arms and ammunition on Wafi rebel.
What he replied to me was that these are, sorry for the language, these are the fucking people who sell arms and ammunition to the rebels.
Did he specify which rebels?
For I rebel Jumal killing.
Hani.
No.
I can see in your statement that you suggested that he said the rebels in Casamas.
Nga jela kuma kan safari mo jan sain tan ya itandi je ko ay me itandi wala mindi ko rebelol membe Casamas.
Is that the case?
For walam ko ti bang?
Yes, yes.
And then what did he say anything else?
For okola fa kuma do fanam fala bang.
Ako hani itol fong la mul milda ba ko to iba tasutuna.
He said that even their old people who are involved in this thing will also have their share.
And do you recall anybody else who was present during this time?
For yakilesi modo fanam to mutano la bang o wato la mem ma berinje.
Ha ngajile kambandu na tina nuhalone. Bare nyinga mara nimma nyinafo nuha jamelo.
Yes, another man was brought there. If I can remember properly, I think it was Nuha Jami.
And this Nuha Jami, do you know where he worked?
Nuha Jami toni yal na do gola damemba.
Ngalam kabuta Casamas.
I know that he came from Casamas.
How did you know that?
The
way they questioned him.
So he was not a member of any of our national forces.
Amanke mod me yalon ko do ko na tanko bundar han fanna kilindo jam.
Amanke soldier roti.
No, he was not a soldier.
As far as you know, was he Gambian?
Gambia di madam
Ani amanke Gambian.
No, he is not a Gambian.
I assume he was Senegalese.
Casamas.
Do you know what ultimately happened in this particular case?
The
case ended going to the court.
Do you know whether a conviction was registered?
Well, myself, I came and met them at mile 2.
So he must have been convicted. Well, he may have been convicted.
You're
not sure?
Not sure about that.
Thank you very much. That was not your last trip to the NIA.
Yes.
In 2008 August, what happened?
2008 August
You appointed as DG NIA.
I was appointed as the DG NIA.
You would agree with me that that is a very senior position in government.
Yes.
In fact, it is an office within the office of the president.
Yes.
And it is almost at the nerve center of government activities.
Yes.
And ordinarily, this should be a position that requires very high qualifications, correct? Both in intelligence and also probably in academics.
What I can say about this is that my going there, I thought that it is the way I performed my job.
Okay, we can come back to that.
Okay.
Answer the question that I have asked. This is a position that would ordinarily, under normal circumstances, it is a position that would require very high qualifications. Do you agree with that? You are well trained in intelligence. But you would agree with me that this is a position that requires very high qualification. This is national security we're talking about. You would agree with me?
Yes.
So, did you feel eminently qualified for this position when you were appointed to it? Under normal circumstances, in a properly run country, do you think that you are eminently qualified for this position?
Banko kandama yalon ko kulu katama anyalema ekakulu fanalu sam landi anyama silango ite fanga ya mira fo ya alondo ni amakama timmari usutonne pulka udinkira nyaton kaya. Yes.
And you base your answer on the fact that you have done basic intelligence course.
Yes.
And you think that that is enough?
Experience serve under that unit.
I think the experience I got serving under that unit
and in the different branches of a million trade
and the different branches that I trained for
and in the courses of an milke
and the courses I attended then I felt that to run that post or that position will not be very difficult for me.
But of course, you would agree with me that the intelligence courses you did were basic ordinary courses. You would agree with me?
Yes, I agree. But if I
but there were people also who were ahead of me, but I did the same course with all those people, and they were able to hold that position.
The mere fact that those people were unqualified for that post and have been appointed to it does not mean that you having the same qualifications as them that you are also qualified for the job. You agree? You agree?
No, I don't agree to that.
Okay, we would leave that point and then we would move on. Even David Colley thought he was very qualified to be Director General of Prisons. We leave it for the Commission to examine that. But you went to the NIA as Director General, having already had an experience with the NIA not just too long before. How did it feel when you are now made head of this institution?
I saw it as a challenge to me because I saw something there before which I didn't like at all. Now I came to sit down at that position. Then it appeared to me that it is my duty to make sure that what is wrong there should be righted. And my intention was to do the correction there and correct whatever is wrong there, or I will leave the place.
And tell us what you did.
When I took over the place,
in fact, step by step. You took over in August, correct? August of 2008.
Yes.
And you took over from Benedict Jame, correct?
Yes.
Okay. At this time, where was Benedict Jame?
Benedict Jame,
he was there.
Okay, so tell us what you did when you took over.
When I took over the position, I called all the directors to a meeting to show them the reason why I am there. I made it very clear to them. I am from the armed forces.
As DG.
And I have been appointed to come here as their DG. But I am here to do a work. Whenever my job ends there, I'll go back to another place. That's in the hands of Allah.
Yeah, just a moment. Before your appointment, were you consulted?
Yes.
And you agreed to take the job?
Yes.
Were you free to accept to take the job? Were you free to decide whichever way you wanted?
Foi itarta ibi fambulle bang puru ka palaso nyinta no foi itarta ke fambulle fanam puru ka do ko ke ilafta la nyamem bang.
Is that the right translation? No.
Munta ibe fambulle mun puru ka palaso nyinta wala namandi yebalam palaso nyinta la.
Ha mtinga je wala nyam kadum PSC len ko man.
Yes, that's how I saw it because it was the PSC who called me.
Sorry, PMO.
PMO, it was the PMO which called me.
And what did they say to you?
And that's why they gave me the letter.
Appointment letter.
My appointment letter.
So in effect, you are not consulted. You are just informed of your appointment.
But they also told me that. Okay, they also told me that if I want the position, well, if I don't want the position, you would like to know my reaction.
Okay. So now you have been appointed, you have accepted this position. So you went to the NIA and you have a meeting with the senior managers. Before we start talking about what you told them, could you recall those senior managers who were present?
The directors will be
all the directors were there.
Who were they?
Yeah, Haidara Soto Jele.
Haidara was there.
What's name?
Todu.
Haidara Fulalo. Momodu Bijele.
There were two Haidaras. Momodu was there.
Mbemba Binunjele.
And Mbemba was also there.
Mbemba what?
Mbemba Nyadi.
Haidara.
Mbemba Haidara.
Which Haidara was present at the meeting?
Haidara Jumal Gilimbe Maber meeting laro.
Mbemba Lebinunji. Initially.
Mbemba was at the meeting initially.
Are you sure it was in Momodu Haidara?
Momodu Haidara.
Momodu Natale at the later part.
Momodu joined us at the later part.
He joined the meeting or joined the agency?
Ati Natale yalo yentela appointed tataji wata tebe away.
Well, when I was being appointed, Momodu was away.
Okay.
But after Atifana Nata joined Mali.
Afterwards, he also came and joined me there.
Okay, proceed.
And then?
So, Soto
was there.
So who?
Well, I'm present DGT.
That's the present DG.
Present DG.
Diba Soto.
Diba was there.
Drame Soto.
Drame was there.
Which Drame?
Drame Juma.
Jim.
Cisse Soto.
Cisse was there.
Cisse what?
Cisse Nyadi.
First name
I forgot his first name.
All right. Okay, proceed, please.
10.
What did you say?
So, I made it
clear to all of them that today it's ordained that I should come and take up this position here. And I am here and I want to work with all of you. But I am not here to follow anybody. Because I know that this position here today, somebody left it and I am there today. And there will be a day when I will leave the position and somebody else will take over. And I want, whenever I leave this position, I will go and sleep. Nobody will trouble me. But I also showed them that let's work as relatives. We should see each other that we are all one. Because it is the job which brought us all together here. Let's try by all means and establish the truth. And those who are going to be under our custody, let's keep our minds on them.
Adun sakata fanang wato minebe tanlaji sakata wato aniluaita.
And whenever we have people under our custody, let's try and observe the rules of the law.
Adun sakata tajiriya kana taranna kuolkon.
And let's try by all means and forget about cruelty or torturing people.
In a sense, you are telling them that illegal detentions must stop. And that the tortures must stop.
Yes.
Did you tell them about anything else that must stop?
Yes.
Like what?
Nga fo ne ko na jero to anina moyo to ngani kala mutako mol ni mol ka duñ ñola wala official ni NIA official ni mol ka duñ ñola ke muta ye arrest ye sambana.
What I also said to them was that I heard that people have problems when people have problems with each other, and even if people have problems with the NIA, they are arrested and brought to this place here.
And
that's something which I will not accept. Because if anybody has a problem with somebody else,
national issue,
which is not connected to any national issue,
police
will take the matter to the police.
That is civil matter.
Because it's a civil matter.
Personal phone quality.
But this place will not be a place where you detain people on personal matters.
Mr. Baaji,
I will not take that.
You said all this because you realized that the NIA was illegally detaining people, correct?
Yen kuma kan be fo katu nyin kamala ko ya kala mutale ko NIA keta molde me alon ko e ka mol mutaje ke detain je wala ke sindi je me alon ko ani luwa manta fotonya.
Yes.
You also realized that the NIA was unlawfully torturing people, correct?
Yen fanan kala muta ko NIA keta molde me alon ko fanan e ka mol muta ke tangire ya mbade ke bude menni silo manta tonya.
Yes.
You also realized that the NIA was almost available for hire by private citizens who had problems against one another.
And yen kala muta fanan ko NIA keta molde me alon ko keta dingira te alon ko mol kata don ke haya wala ke ta do kola ida malti molda malti oni dum danyola ka NIA na te ta ke ta do kola ka koleal ni ba itema.
Let me rephrase the question. The NIA was used by individuals to settle their private civilian issues with other civilians.
NIA keta molde me alon ko molke munafeila ke da malla kulta ka bang ida mal tema bandala ika NIA ta ke munafeila wala ke nafa NIA la kai da malla kulta ika bang.
Also no?
Yes, that could be possible.
It's not about is this possible. This is what was happening and you wanted to stop it.
Manke nyindi ko kafuko asikeno waranta abeke asikeno bari kula me alon ka abeke no niti lafta ka wala bulaje bondije.
Ntela diamo karo tata minna wala nyinti ko ini molka jote banta.
Well, what I said is NIA officers, they have problems with people outside. They will go and bring those people. They leave the police past the police and bring these people to the NIA headquarters and keep them there. That's what I said I will not take.
That is in fact another limb that I was going to come to. You wanted to stop that one. Yes. But equally, according to your statement, that you cannot allow the agency to be used to settle civil matters.
Yes.
So in a sense you are saying that I, as a private citizen, cannot go to the NIA and use them to settle my personal problems with somebody else.
Ay misalo ta fangola ko atamu banku dum di nyamente ay moso ay kolea soto ni modo banta eta ay muna fanni NIA do kula la pour wena ay da malla ko nyimba ni me kolea ko soto banta la pour ka ni wote mo bang.
Yes. You saw this as a problem and you wanted to stop it.
Ndu yiti nyinketa kula me alon ko ya jele ko kolea la me alon ka be kiri nja ndu leftal pour ko ni ay dang.
Yes. Why did you want to stop this? You saw it as a problem, we agree. But why is it that you want to stop it? Apart from the fact that it was a problem, what was the fundamental reason why you wanted to stop it?
Muna ya sabu ite lapta kaukuwa kadankala kaukuwa nyindamba iko ya isobita kwa bekiri njene muna ya sabu iko ijikita ko ilafta puru ko nyinga idang
lafta to nyale sabati. I want the truth to prevail. Ibe kukela mimu siloti.
If you want to do something rightly, do what is just or what is right. Don't do anything that is not right. But if you do something which is not right, then stop it.
In essence, you are telling us that it was against the law for the NIA to be involved in these matters.
Yes. According to my own observation.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I think it's time for the first break. We leave it at that. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilman. Thank you, Mr. Baaji. We'll take a 30-minute break and come back at 12:05. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Love like fire. Wow. Love like fire. Xam ngeen rek affaire bi xam ngeen fan la? Skincare la. 2020 lañ wax de. Waaw. Fii nag mooy Kerr fan Kerr zero tache. Perfect skin. Skincare saa su ne rek niñ ko dee defee rek. Loo lañ soxlaati rek. Maanaam bu ngeen am problème ci seen skin yéen xam ngeen fan la fii ngeen di ñëw suma xarit yeeg am di jàmm yi nga xam ne taas daf lañ sonaloon xam nga doon xeesal bel laka xum éneew ma lañ ko nag waaye just in case comme ni ko gars yi di waxee rek en cas just in case loolu xew xam ngeen fi ngeen di ñëw Skincare Plus si yu baax rek la ñoo dox nag ay baax rek fu ne la ñoo dem ci réew mi di lañ indi rek nag products yu baax du Paris du Italie du USA du fi mu nekk nii sax boole nañ ci nag Sweden fu nekk lañ leen a indilee products bu dee tamit nag da nga ñuul rek ñu lay jamaa natural beauty that melanin dripping we do have stuff for you as well emuñ si skincare products rek ñu ngi ci cuub yi tamit fu ne la ñoo jaar in fact sax last commercial bi ñu defoon waxuñ leen woon ne dañoo dox ci ay kawar 9A grade rek nag waaw we do have bundles as well hair si lu ne la ñoo dox ñun ñu ngi ci rafetal jigéen rek luy taaral jigéen rek waaw boo leen di tukki tamit bëggoon rek classic suitcase ñu dañoo dox ci ay Samsonite duñ dee indi any brand of suitcases though other than Samsonite comme li ma dee wax rek boo eggee airport dëri Samsonite dafa am nuñ laa xoolee waaw ngeen lan nag waaw skin ci moom la ñu gën a xamee nag skincare products ci moom la ñu gën a xamee ñu ngi dox tamit bentey tamit si ay dàlla waaye man nag skincare mooy suma specialty xam nga rek jigéen bu sa xar kanam réglé loo def mu jag am nañ Patricia Reiner Kiwi Eye the whole range Lighten Up Gold tomatine. I mean, the list can just go on and on and on and on. Lépp loo xam ne rek luy taaral jigéen la ci yooyu rek la ñoo dox. Skincare plus nag emuñ si Gambia rek ñu nga United States ñu ngi Gambia fii ba pare bu dee yaa ngi anywhere in Europe mun nañ la ko mail within 3 days rek ñetti fan rek nga jot say diw emuñ si loolu rek dañ laa consult tamit balaa ñu laa jaay diw dinañ def a free consultation pour wax la rek exactly li nga xam ne moo méngoo ak sa kanam dinañ leen wax tamit ne rek am nañ perfumes, fragrances, men's shirts, accessories. We do dresses as well. We do blouses. I mean, we do shoes. Name it, we do them. Skincare Plus 2020 is our year of perfection. Zero task. Fi mu nekk nii réew mi fii kenn waratu fi task kenn waratu fi am problème kanam kenn waratu fi am problème picture boo ko amee dafa fekk ne rek ñëwuloo ci place bi fii.
Love like fire. Bring my yobo guma fire. Love like fire.
Miss B Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for all beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Preacher Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.
When we touch down, better broke down.
Gamtel G Fiber, now you can enjoy super fast internet in gigabytes. G Fiber is affordable, stable, secured, and accessible to homes, businesses, and enterprises. With Gamtel G Fiber, the future is speed. Gamtel, creating a brighter future in communication.
So she became mine and see the